I'm the Agriculture and Natural Resources Educator for Ohio State University. One of those endangered species that we'll be talking about today is the eastern hellbender. This species is actually something that you might encounter in the area thanks to efforts by the Ohio Department of Wildlife and some of their partners. They've actually been able to help increase populations of the eastern hellbender, but for a long time, the eastern hellbender has been on the Ohio's endangered species list.
Hi, my name is Anthony Quino. I graduated from the University of Akron. One of the main reasons that you hear about the hellbender being in decline is due to habitat loss as well as degradation. And when we mean degradation, what we mean is a deterioration of the environment where the hellbender lives. Now, the hellbender lives in streams, but one of the things that it requires for it to properly function biologically is very clean water. Both dirty water as well as water with a lot of nutrients are going to cause the hellbender to have issues.
My name is Jesse Sockman. I'm the amphibian and reptile conservation researcher for the Ohio Biodiversity Conservation Partnership at Ohio State University. I work with a wide variety of imperiled species, including the eastern hellbender. I can't be too specific on some of the locations because of the poaching. Some of it is for pet trade because they're a cool, rare animal. They're very imperiled across the state, and they're endemic to the United States.
It is on the federal endangered species list, so most of these laws are state specific as to where the hellbender is found, and what you see is generally it is illegal to collect and mess with them, and it is recommended that if you see one, that you report it to local wildlife agencies, but basically just leave it alone.
Typically, I think the biggest factor that we're seeing is due to increased siltation. So that's silt and sediment being released into the stream, whether that's due to loss of trees, human disturbance, or disturbance within the stream. The silt impounds rocks, and so they don't have places to hide, and sort of those spaces disappear.
Saving the habitat, once again, that's something that the different states are getting involved in, and that relates to those buffer strips that are being created. But beyond that, the conservation of wetlands is important also. Because if you conserve wetlands, wetlands do a lot of the filtering of natural filtration of water. And so if we conserve wetlands, that helps make the water more clean in the streams that the hellbenders live. Beyond the habitat, though, there are reintroduction and breeding programs. And there's a zoo near us here in Ohio, it's in Wheeling, West Virginia, called the Ogilvie Zoo. And they're actually doing breeding programs as well as reintroducing them back into the habitat, and other states are doing that as well. So it's a combination, of conserving the environment as well as, breeding and reintroduction programs is kind of what we're doing right now to try to increase the hellbender population numbers. With regards to the hellbender being an essential component of the ecosystem, I think the main thing that you would want to think about is something that most people don't know, is the hellbender breathes through its skin. So what you see is because organisms that breathe through their skin live in streams, any environmental pollution is going to go directly into their bodies. So what we look at the hellbender as being is what we call an ecological indicator. So you can almost look at the hellbender like a canary in a coal mine, in that if you see hellbender populations declining, it's most likely that in the future you're going to see other populations of amphibians and stream-dwelling animals decline as well.
I think they're important for the ecosystem because of the role they play as a predator. They're very imperiled across the state, and they're endemic to the United States. This video, talking to the public, getting them engaged on why streams are important, as well as that hellbenders exist. There's still a lot of people that are like, whoa, something like that lives here in Ohio, and it does.